1. The chart setup. 1.1 Charts and pairs. 1.1.15 minutes candle chart. 1.1.2 The following 4 pairs. Middle. Dollar, middle. GBP dollar, middle. JPY dollar, middle. URGB. 1.2 Indicators on chart itself. 1.2.1 EMA equals 10 and 21. 1.2.2 SMA equals 50. 1.3 SM angle window. 1.3.1 SM angle indicator. 1.3.2 21 EMA based on first indicator data overlaying this indicator. See attachment A. 1.3.3 Put the following horizontal lines on the SM angle indicator. Middle. 0.1 and minus 0.1 on the Euro dollar, GBP U dollar and U dollar JPY pairs. Middle. 0.15 and minus 0.15 on the URGB pair. Middle. 0.4 and minus 0.4 on all 4 pairs. 1.4 ADX window. 1.4.1 Open a ADX indicator in separate window set at 13. 1.4.2 Overlay it with Smith 3 indicator from Hello Dolly Safe Pips thread. 2. The trade criteria. Criterion 1. 50 SM angle to be more than 20 degree. 2.1.1 It is a subjective measurement and it is not an accurate measurement. 2.1.2 It was used in the beginning of the thread, and we changed late to the 21 megaamperes on the SM angle indicator as a guide, as explained in Criterion 2. 2.1.3 But it is still very applicable for this system because the angle of the 50 megaamperes is the main principle behind the system. Criterion 2. 21 EMA on SM angle indicator to cross the 0.1 or minus 0.1 0.15 or minus 0.15 line. 2.2.1 The area between the 0.1 and minus 0.1 lines is called the no trade zone. 2.2.2 No trades to be taken if 21 megaamperes is in the no trade zone. Criterion 3. The price to pull back through 10 EMA to 21 EMA. 2.3.1 The area between 10 megaamperes and 21 megaamperes is called the fire or war zone. Criterion 4. The price should stay on the correct side of the small resistance, support line. 2.4.1 Draw, Appendix B, a small trend line from the last high or low before the cross of the 51 megaamperes. Next high, S or low, S to form a small resistance. Support line. 2.5 Optional, SM angle bars to be higher or lower than 0.2 or minus 0.2 line. I don't use it anymore. The small resistance, support line is more accurate. The trade setup. Rule 1. Small trend line rule. 3.1.1 Ensure that the price and candles stay on the correct side of the small trend line. 3.1.2 Any breakout cancels the setup / possible trades. Rule 2. Specific manner of pullback of candles towards war zone. 3.2.1 Smooth and flat pullback of candles, no steep pullback. 3.2.2 Smooth rounding of top, bottom, wave-like pullbacks, no sharp V-shaped change of direction. 3.2.3 Ascending of descending triangle being formed between resistance, support level and small trend line drawn. Rule 3. Pullback into war zone. 3.3.1 Identify the first candle to enter the war zone towards 21 megaamperes. 3.3.2 Wait for second, more candle to pull back from 21 megaamperes towards 10 megaamperes. 3.3.3 Enter the trade on the pullback a few pips away from the 21 megaamperes. Rule 4, Additional ADX rule, not yet fully tested. 3.4.1 For a long trade, the positive line, blue, must be above the negative line, red, with ISMA line cross the red line to go in between blue and red line. 3.4.2 For a short trade, the negative line, red, must be above the positive line, blue, with ISMA line cross the blue line to go in between blue and red line. 3.4.3 The trend line must be above 25 level. 3.4.4 If the ratio between the positive and negative line is almost 2 to 1. Expect the pullback only up to the 10 megaamperes and enter the trade. 4. The trade. 4.1 Use a market order to enter within the war zone as specify. 4.2 Put stop loss 6 plus spread pips away. 4.3 Move stop loss to break even after a clean 6 pips gain. profit, brokerage/spread included. 4.4 No trailing stop loss. 4.5 Put, activate profit limit on 10-15 pips. 4.6 There are plenty of chances to get in a trade. 4.6.1 Don't try to trade every signal that might work. 4.6.2 Wait for the good setup to occur. 4.6.3 Wait for the high probability ones. 4.6.4 Rather miss an opportunity than to get involved in a bad, wrong setup. 4.7 The entry looks. 4.7.1 Small candles. 4.7.2 Flat type of pullback. 4.7.3 Some sort of resistance, uptrend, and support, downtrend, to form a small, extending or descending triangle awaiting a breakout within the war zone.